meeting and everyone in the world was asking me what I was looking for. Good morning. So I think it's January 20. It's like about 9:45ish. I'm heading to the shuttle to go to campus today. Yeah, I actually have a meeting with the director today. Basically, I'm just gonna ask him some questions that possibly maybe my advisor might have overlooked, because one thing the teacher I met told me was that I should just go directly to him and not go to anyone else. So I thought that was really specific and kind of scary, actually. So I'm a little bit nervous. I talked to my mom, and my mom seemed to give me a substantial answer, kind of do whatever you want to do, but obviously she pointed out something that we didn't think of before. But my brother was like, don't just trust these people. And also I saw one of my friends on the bus yesterday who also said, do whatever you want to do, don't just trust anyone. So I was like, okay. And now I have to decide for myself. I'm a bit conflicted, but I'm gonna write some notes on the bus. I'm probably gonna miss this one. I'm always missing the bus because I walk really slow. But I'm supposed to get a gym membership soon. Well, since I was talking to George yesterday. By the way, I don't know if it's actually me, but I might be getting used to the cold, because every time I went to the internet to look for a weather estimate, and it was saying 45. If this is 45, I actually feel alright. Okay, I think I'm about to miss this bus. Yeah, I always do this thing where it's like I'm about to miss the bus, so I just give up. But then somebody else comes running, and it's like I could have started running with them, but then I want to start running after them. I'm just really awkward. Anyways, basically this whole entire scenario since yesterday has confused me, because now I don't know who I'm supposed to trust. Especially since it's I don't want to make it about race, but this is the only black professor I've seen, I've had, whatever. And why is it that she's the one who's telling me this? I think there's something to be said there. My brother was saying, oh, don't trust anyone, regardless of if you think they have your best interest in mind. But the situation he was talking about was in Japanese class. They basically said it was too difficult for him. So I get his point of view, when something's too difficult. But the problem is, I don't think that's what she's saying. But yeah, I mean, it could be. I'm gonna see what the director says, because I don't know what to think now. Because the other thing is, she asked me what I wanted for my career. And that's when she was kind of like, well, you know what, I don't know if this is the right track for you from what you're saying. So my brother said I already started in this track, I should just finish in this track. But the thing that I'm conflicted about is, am I gonna graduate and be like, oh, I just wasted all my time? Or is it gonna be like, Or is it gonna be like, oh, like, I'm glad I went this route? Because honestly, I felt out of place since the beginning, so it kind of makes sense what she said. Okay, so yeah, I went to this meeting. I tried to discreetly go to this meeting. And then I kept seeing people. First of all, I wanted to make sure I knew where the classroom was. I just safely assumed it was like the biggest classroom, and like, but I was trying to like, I didn't know if I wanted to wait there before or I just wanted to make sure. So of course I saw someone in my class and they were like, what are you looking for? And I didn't want to lie, so I told them, and then they were like, okay, I think it's the huge office for the director. Yeah, it was pretty awkward because then like now that's like 3 different people who know I'm meeting, or I was like looking for his office, and then I ran into my friend from class and I had like a really good conversation, and it actually prepared me for the conversation with the director. So yeah, basically I'm gonna meet with them again, but basically it's like I already took certain courses, so it's not that I'm necessarily in the wrong place, it's that I'm getting the most information like possible. So I'm gonna plan it out and see what exactly happens, but I feel way better about it. Yeah. So hopefully everything's alright. I think I'm just gonna go home and do my assignments and do the organizing of the stuff that he said. And you know what? I think I'm gonna start using my phone to like schedule stuff, because it'll probably make it easier to keep up with stuff. Like even today it helped me to be on time to this meeting. So yeah, I think everything will be fine. So far it seems like it's okay. So yeah, it was just funny how I kept trying to avoid people, and then like they kept catching me, and then like this teacher that I didn't like so much last semester, he came up to me, but he actually seemed like sincere, and like he actually wanted to know how I was doing. Okay, and the funniest thing is like I try to be just at least low-key and not be like, oh yeah, I'm meeting up with blah blah blah, I'm having some problems. But there's only one person with my name, like in the tri-state area or something. So that always makes everything 10 times more awkward, because when someone says my name in this small office, like everybody can hear. So at least the door was like closed, but then like when I left, I'm pretty sure he like said my name. But I was surprised because he actually remembered meeting me at orientation. And yeah, I think it made me feel better. I got such a huge headache yesterday, and then I took a Tylenol and some vitamins and like passed out yesterday. But I didn't want to wake up this morning, and I thought I was gonna like be late or miss the meeting completely. So yeah, there's that. And then there was like 2 I think the 2 or 3 things I didn't mention yesterday. The first one was that headache that I got after my teacher like told me that. The other thing is I thought, oh, how come I didn't just do what I usually do and say, no, 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 that's okay. And it's because this is a professor, like, I'm not just gonna say no to what the professor's saying. And then she already messaged the professor, so it's like, there's no going back now. Like, it's gonna be really sketch. And she messaged him, and then I never followed up. So yeah, I'm glad I did because now I'm gonna be for sure. And yeah, and then the other 2 little things from yesterday that were kind of funny were that there's this guy that's in the same student organization I'm in, and I keep seeing him like everywhere because apparently he's in the same kind of the same building at least, so he has a similar major, and like yeah, I keep seeing him. It's almost like he's like a ghost or something, but a good type of ghost. But like a guardian or something. And then like it's just funny because yesterday I saw him like 3 times, and yeah, he's really nice. I can't remember his name right now, which is horrible, but I will. And then because this our organization sent out these emails, and they have like a spotlight of like the best member of the month, and so I was the first one, of course. No, I'm kidding. I was the first one, and then this guy was the second one. So yeah, the first time I kind of talked to him, I was like, hey, I saw you in an email, and I think it was awkward because he was on the way to class. But yeah, he's really nice, and he just seems to be there every time I'm like about to like faint or something. And then like, no, I swear to God, everyone I met here is like a little angel, because whenever I'm having like a weird moment, they like come and like give me some advice, and it's really strange because it's always at the right time. And I guess I don't always want to say like all the problems that I have. I don't want to like unload my problems on these people, but they always seem to just say the right stuff to me. So yeah. By the way, I'm completely terrified of freaking my class, because I'm gonna have to step my freaking cookies out, because this class is gonna be like the biggest test of all time, basically. Besides that, everything else seems to be pretty relaxing, and it was really good. So yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, I just got home, or I'm walking home. Yeah, I'm kind of starving, but besides that, I feel pretty good. Actually, when I woke up though, I've been feeling like nauseous for the past like 3 days, and I don't know if it's because I've been like stressed out, or if it's more like freaking like period problems, because I've been having those for a couple months now. Like, well, if you go to just the beginning of the year, I already had some problems with that. So yeah, I'm probably gonna try to edit my videos. My computer's like freaking out because it's trying to update. That's why, okay, here's what I like about the Mac. Everything's simplified. Everything's just a little bit easier to navigate. and it seems like it doesn't freeze nearly as much as PC. The video editing is on point, and I'm glad it comes with a document editing suite, a presentation suite, and a Excel suite. I don't know why this car looked like it was the police for a second. Just because they have that thing on top of their car. Oh, that's because it is the police. No.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good.
So, I don't know why the police were driving through this building, but there was some construction people outside. I feel like I see construction people everywhere because there's construction people at university too. They're building this bridge across the two buildings where most of my classes are at, which would actually be helpful because my classes each end the same time the other starts. So it's like I have like here, I'll just tell you, Tuesday, Thursday, it's like 11 to 12:30, and then right after 12:30 to what is that? 12:30 to 2? Does that make sense? And then on what is it? Oh yeah, and then on Friday I have a lab 9 to 12. Wait, yeah, 9 to 12, and then I have class 12 to 3. So it's like I'm gonna be running, so that bridge is gonna definitely come in handy if they finish it soon, which it looks like they're working hard because I went 2 weeks ago and I'm pretty sure they're rushing them because, yeah, I have not seen construction workers going that fast unless, like, you know, someone's like, hurry up, you know. That's just what I think. I don't know much about construction, but I feel like I always used to see them I always see them everywhere, you know. Everyone always wants to expand at universities and whatnot. And yeah, so I'm home. What was I gonna say right now? I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something about universities and I can't remember what I was talking about. Yeah, it was just like it was really weird to see my teacher because this is what happens to me every time. Like, my teacher literally looked like he was like the happiest person ever to see me, and I just felt like shit because it's like I hate you and I've been like talking crap about you. Honestly, I haven't been talking crap. I've just been so mad about what happened. I haven't, like, you know, I don't think anybody really knows his name or like who he is or what they look like or anything, but it's just like I just been struggling with this, and then like he just was so happy to see me and like was asking how I was, and and the top awkward thing is I have to go walk back into the same office where I just said bye to this professor that was like such a big deal to me last semester, and one of my friends who we just had this super cool conversation, and then nowhere in this conversation did I say like, oh, I'm meeting up with the director, because I feel like I just keep like I already ran into someone and was like, do you know where the director's office is? I'm not good at thinking on my feet, which is gonna be like horrible for any job, but it was just really funny because it's like I sound sketch because I don't know how to just be normal. Like, I don't know how to just go to the meeting and sit in the office and whatever. I have to do things that are not normal. Like, for real. And then I don't know if I made my friend late for her meeting, but I saw her go to her office. Yeah. And my professor wasn't even there that I was gonna say I was like looking for, so I could have just said like, oh, I was looking for my professor, but he's not here. Whatever. But anyways, I'm gonna look for something to eat. I should probably eat like oatmeal. I really need to call my dad because I haven't felt like talking to him for a while. Because it literally makes no sense that it's like, it's been like 2 weeks since I came back and like he still hasn't visited me. He keeps saying he's like going through all this stuff, but it's like, don't say like, oh, I miss you, wanted to hear how you're doing, like when you could literally drive. Or even if you wanted to, I'm sure you could fly out here, see me for a couple hours, and then go back home. Like that's, I don't get what you miss me is. So there's that, and then oh yeah, and then George, I've been so effing busy that to honest to God, like I forgot that George even existed for the past like, no. I wasn't thinking about him at all for like a 6 hour straight because I was so worried about this school stuff. And I told him like the last day where I felt all awkward and like I didn't know if he wanted me to stay. I didn't know if he wanted me to wait for him. I just like, I'm done feeling awkward. I was like, I don't even know if I want to do this. I told him like this is gonna be the last time I'm gonna be chill because school starts and I'm all about that school life. Like school comes first. I regret when people distract me from school, or I resent them. So my ex, like last semester, he didn't, I keep saying he distracted me from school. He didn't distract me from school. There was a bunch of other stuff going on, and I think he actually helped me get away from school, but I keep saying I wished I would have just kept studying, but I kept studying anyway. Like, it wouldn't matter whatever he did. I'd bring my laptop and I'd be studying. I'd bring my laptop. The problem I had is I didn't want to go to the school anymore. So, yeah, that's, like, I probably have said that in, like, a past couple vlogs. Like, I have probably said, like, this, this boy messed everything up for me, but I'm the only one who can mess up stuff for myself. So, to be honest, like, I'm gonna be straight up, he actually helped me. And, you know, maybe today will be the day where I actually freaking tell this epic story, because now I'm not even mad anymore. The first video I made, I was pretty pissed. Maybe I'll use that video since I was a little bit mad. But then, like, I only got to the first part. Then the camera cut off. Whatever. I really need to eat, but oh, that's what I was saying, I think. When I woke up, I literally felt like I wanted to throw up and simultaneously stay in the same exact place. So, sorry. Yeah, I simultaneously wanted to throw up, and then I was like, oh yeah, I have it's not a meeting with a professor or something. I've never even missed a meeting with a professor, but it's like, that would be one level. But this is a meeting with the director, so if I miss this meeting, that's freaking ratchet. And I really, like, sometimes I know when I'm gonna wake up, and sometimes I know I'm really not gonna wake up. And today I honestly thought I was not gonna wake up. Like, I might just be sick. Usually this is what happens to me when I'm sick, is I just, like, I don't even see it coming, basically. I think all this stuff is wrong with me, and I start listing all the possibilities. Like, I start listing, like, biological miracles happening in my body, and, like, it's just that I was sick. Like, that's how rarely I get sick is that I can't even tell because it's so foreign to me. I really want to take these nails off, but I don't want to destroy my nail because I always do that. And I'm considering getting like one more fill until these things like come off, because it's like annoying me, but then like I don't want to take it off before it falls off because then it's gonna break my nail and it's gonna hurt. So I think I will get a fill. The last time I used to get acrylics, I don't remember them lasting this effing long. I remember like after 3 weeks, or yeah, like I think it's been over a month, but I feel like after a month these things will fall off. This feels like she used some industrial style glue to put this on, which I guess I should be happy with, but I don't know. I might actually go to that lady again. She's out here, so that could be convenient. I just feel like my energy level is just like flatlining right now. Like it wasn't that high when I woke up because I've been feeling sick, but it definitely is not as high. And people probably think I'm crazy because I sound like I'm talking to myself, but I don't really care. It's what I promised so I could remember stuff. And I'm already excited because I'm gonna remember how I felt, I guess, like remember stuff that happened, because my friends remember stuff and sometimes it takes a lot for me to remember. So I'm kind of glad I'm gonna be documenting this stuff, the struggles. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. And I keep doing that weird breathing thing. You know what? I must be doing that breathing because I don't talk that much. Like, and then, you know what? When my teacher came up to me, there was a sincere moment where I actually was like, I feel bad for you, but I also had 3 minutes to get to this meeting with this director while hopping and skipping around people that might recognize me and start trying to talk to me. So he says, "Oh, Arlisa, like, sorry." So he's like, "Oh, hi, Avane." And then I was like, "Hey, how are you?" Whatever. He's like, "How was your break?" I'm like, "Oh, it was really great, Bob." Usually I just say it was okay, like for every single weekend, but I was like, "It was great, blah blah blah." And then he's like, "Your voice sounds kind of scratchy," which it does. Like he says, "Do I have like laryngitis?" Because that's usually how I sound because I don't talk that much. So when I wake up, it's completely dry. Yeah, like I think you can tell when I touch it, like it's completely dry. Like that's just how I sound. That's just how I talk. So then like he's like, "Oh, like I forgot you're soft spoken." And he said it like hella loud where like everyone could hear, like everyone in the place, and the place echoes. And I just had this long conversation with my really 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 nice friend, and like we were laughing and everything, and then he comes over and he's like, "Yeah, you're really soft spoken." It was just so awkward. And then I was like, there was a minute there where I actually had faith in this conversation, and I thought like, "Oh my gosh, like, you know, everything's gonna be okay." And then he's like, "Yeah, I forgot you're soft spoken." I was like, "Okay, he just said it like it actually needed to be said. Like it's pretty obvious because that's just like how I talk. That's just how I talk. Unless I'm like really, really, really like into the moment, or you know, me and my friend are being really active together and we're like screaming and laughing and whatever. But to be honest, like 75% of the time I'm quiet. The other 25% is laughing, to be honest with you. Okay, maybe 20% laughing, 5% is like I'm yelling at someone. I don't even yell. Okay, this conversation is getting so long. Okay. Anyways. Okay. So, basically, yeah, I thought it was just weird that he said I was soft-spoken, and then I thought he was gonna try to talk to me more, and I started freaking out because I only had 3 minutes. So he walked away, and then I walked into the office, and then sure enough, my friend comes in, and she's like, we meet again, and then she's like, have fun, and I'm like, she was nice because she didn't ask, like, girl, what the freak, like, what are you doing, like, it's just really awkward because if I tell them I'm meeting with the direct, like, I should just tell them, but then like, they're just trying to help me. Like, everyone's just trying to help me, and I'm just so awkward, and I'm always ruining it. Like, I'm always ruining when people try to help me. So, anyways, that's what I'm thinking right now. The other weird thing that I just realized is, or I was thinking about this morning, is that my neighbors, like, moved out. So I don't know when, or I just wonder why, because it was like a family and stuff. And then I thought it was weird their stuff was empty and their like shoe rack that they had outside was gone. But I wonder how long, like, I don't know. I guess I'm wondering who's gonna move in now and what that's gonna be like. Obviously it wasn't intimidating because it was a mom with like her daughter and I think 2 sons, and I think the dad was there too. When my dad came, he was super creeped out, the mom that lives there, and was like staring at her, and he's like, oh yeah, I have a staring problem. It's like, if you know you have a staring problem, fix it instead of scaring my neighbors by staring at them. Anyways, I keep going into a long rant, but I don't think anything else interesting is gonna happen today. I might just like edit this and post it. I keep editing and posting so I can just delete the files, and then cause like I said, I keep having memory struggles, and apparently I have to like save the videos as files. So what was I gonna say? Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is, if anything else interesting happens, I'm just going to do a part 2. That's if I make it to this video. Oh yeah. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Snack turned into like a full course snack meal because I wanted to use my strawberries and bananas before they get like kind of bad. So yeah, they're still looking pretty good, and then I tossed some blueberries in there, and then yeah, I got some pretzels and then some jalapeno hummus that I need to finish too, and then some feta. I don't know what I put on it, but I saved a little like seasoning I got like a long time ago. And then like I got some more cheese because now I'm addicted to feta cheese. And I put a little bit of tahini. I hope it actually tastes good because it seems like really salty stuff with the cheese is going to be really good. So I'm probably going to put a little bit of yogurt on this because I don't know, I